Hi, thank you for stopping by my accordion hangout. Today I'm going to give you my presentation of the Besame Mucho, my arrangement of it as opposed to the fake book version. As you know, the fake book version is rather pretty dull. But in any event, I have an arrangement that it contains an introduction, and then the body of the song, and then an ending which I arranged. So I'm going to play that for you so you get an opportunity to find out what this is all about. Thank you very much. All right, so you heard the introduction. I posted it on the clip here so you can take a look at it and grab it. I kind of fashioned it in my mind anyway while I was thinking about a song like Miami Beach Rumba, which is it's a rumba, but a lot of the Latin tunes here, they kind of resemble all sorts of Latin songs, boleros, cha-chas, and that kind of thing. So, all right, well, with all that said, I want to go to section A of the song. There are two sections, A and B, and then there's the ending. So I'm going to A, and I want you to take notice of this, the beginning, where I hit these two chords, D minor, G minor, back to D minor. All right, well, D minor, G minor, D minor. What I do there is I have my fifth finger and on D, and my first finger on D. So I have an octave, see? And what I do is I take my second and third finger and place them on F and A. So I have D, F, A, D. That's a D minor. Now what I do, in order to make that smooth and voluminous, let's say, the volume, and legato, smooth, so you take my middle fingers, the 2 and 3, and move them up to G and B flat. While I hold down that octave, Listen to how this sounds. Okay, so what that does is just makes it more pronounced and gives it a lot of body. Let me do that one more time. All right, now right here on this G minor 7th, which is at the end of that line, what I do is I hold down the B flat. You see the ties and that kind of thing. And what I do is I take the top note and I drop it down while I'm holding the B flat. And if you can handle it, I'd hold the D too. So it sounds like this. Again, it's a smooth sound. It's very full, and it gives the audience a little bit more depth as far as sound is concerned. And they don't hear you moving your hand, and your hand doesn't move, which is I think a good thing, because it indicates a smoothness and a legatoness. This song, in my opinion, has to be played that way. It's not a choppy type of song. So let me just play that whole line again, beginning. Okay, and we go on. Now right there, I did the same thing with I held the top notes on what I just played for you, especially this section. You hear it. You hear how I hold the A. You can just kind of hear it out there. It's stuck. Yeah, okay. And that other measure where I played the D octave and held that down. See, you can take that idea and maybe move it to other songs. For instance, I don't know if you've heard of Canadian Sunset, but listen to this. So what I'm doing there is I'm holding, well, actually I'm holding down a 10th, which is A and C. The C is on the top, my first finger, my thumb, I'm on A, and then on the top I'm on C. But in between I'm playing E and G, which is actually with an F in the bass, it's an F major 7th. And then I drop the 2 fingers down in the middle to D and F, which makes it an F minor 6th. You could call it something else too, but I don't want to do that. Just get the idea of the opportunity to do something like this. So you get a smooth sound, and it's pretty interesting because there's a range there. So okay, well that's section A really of this song. So you can hear right there the influence of the rumba. I thought it would be interesting. That's why I put it in there. You don't have to play it that way, but here is section B. Now, I'll show you what I did here. Let me play it for you. Well, what I did there is on the G minor, that first B section, the G minor, I held down the G note in my right hand, but I bypassed, excuse me, I didn't hit 3 separate notes. You'll see on the top where it says old, it's written like this. Well, I wanted to smoothen that out because it almost seems like a tango. Yeah, see, if I would play, let's say, a left-hand tango, yeah, I could jolly right into it. What I did is I smoothened it out by adding that tie and holding down the G in that first measure, and then the F for the D minor. And it goes like this again. See how it breaks it up? Then we go back to section A. And what I'll do is I'll go back to section A and we transcend right into the ending. So that'll give us an opportunity to hear what I'm doing there. Yeah, that ending is something that I composed that in my mind was Miami Beach Club. So I wanted to give you just one more thought on section A, where I'll play it from the beginning and then I'm going to stop and I'm going to show you where it says alternate fake book phrase. What I've done there, that's really not in the fake book, but it's a little phrase that I've heard many musicians play throughout the years. So you may have heard it. Perhaps it's in your fake book. I don't think so. I found 2 separate versions of Besame Mucho in the fake book. But let me kind of show you I'm going to call it an alternate Facebook phrase. So. See how it goes into play there? Let me do that again. Yeah, it's basically octaves, and it's kind of hit that way. Yeah, I think that's a lot of material right now, and that's going to give you an idea of how I play it, why I play it, and some notation for you to work on if you care to do so. I also want to ask you, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to me, hit that black button or whatever it is in front of you, and that'll kind of give me an opportunity to figure out if you enjoy what I'm doing. And also give me some inspiration for the future. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments, please forward them. I will answer them. And as far as anything else, have a great day.